Good afternoon, everybody. I hope you have had a lovely day. This presentation is being played to all the students in Year 7 and Year 8 today, with the aim to explain to you all the changes to the reports that you will receive this week. Last time we told you how well you were doing in your lessons was January. At this point, your report looked like this. You can see all the subjects that you study on the left-hand side. You can see the grades for classwork and homework, and you could also see an end of year 11 target grade as a GCSE grade for each one of your subjects, and these were different for each one of the subjects. In January, we reported on your current progress using the terminology on track or below track. The feedback we had from parents was that the use of on track and below track didn't give them enough information about how well you were doing in school. So it was that feedback that made us look into another way of reporting on your progress that gives everybody more information. So let me show you now what your new report looks like. First of all, your new report will have two sections. The Caritas report in Year 7 or Veritas report if you're in Year 8, and this section will give information about your personal development, how you are developing resilience and respect for each other and becoming a positive and an active member of the school community. Your parents will be able to see what level have you been awarded for the Caritas award in Year 7 and the Veritas award in Year 8. The second section of the report is the academic one. This will tell you and your parents how well you are doing in all of your subjects. So now let me show you a bigger picture of the academic report section so you can see it more clearly. So on your new report, you will still be able to see all of the subjects that you study on the left-hand side. We will continue to grade your attitude to classwork and your attitude to homework, but we have made two changes. And the changes are around the terminology that we're going to be using to report on your current attainment and your end of year 11 target. So the first change is on this column at the end, the attainment pathway, which will tell you and your parents your current level of attainment. We're going to be using the same words as we do for the Caritas and Veritas award: platinum, silver, gold and bronze. We will report on your end of year 11 pathway using exactly the same terminology, and this time your end of year 11 target will be the same for every subject. We're calling it a pathway because you are at the beginning of your 5-year journey at school, and each year is a new building block to achieve the end result in year 11. In fact, we strongly believe that the learning at Key Stage 3 is the foundation for the success at Key Stage 4. So that's the reason why we're calling it now a pathway. So now that you know that the terminology to report on your attainment is going to be different, I want to explain to you what the new terminology means. The first thing I need you to remember is that the high-stake assessments will be the main evidence used by your teachers to determine the current level of attainment in your lessons. So on your report, you will now see the words platinum, gold, silver and bronze. And if you are working at a platinum level pathway, this will suggest that you are heading towards those grades at the end of year 11. If you're currently working at a gold pathway level, you are heading towards those grades. If your current level of attainment is the silver pathway, those are the grades that you're working at if you continue with the same level of attainment. And finally, the bronze. Your report will also include an end of year 11 target pathway, and this will be the same for every subject. So I'm going to explain now to you how the end of year 11 target is worked out and calculated when actually you're only in year 7 or year 8 at the moment. I want to start by saying that our targets are realistic. We believe that all of you can achieve it, but they're also very ambitious because we want you to do the very best that you can in order to have options when you leave school. So the information that is used to calculate your year 11 target pathway is either the SATs or the CATs. None of you did SATs because unfortunately we were all in a pandemic. So for you in year 7 and year 8, we use the information from CATs. The most important thing for you to remember is that your year 11 target pathway indicates the potential that you have to achieve, but it is not a prediction. So there is no guarantee that if you are on the silver pathway, you're going to achieve a 7 if you don't put the work and effort in. So my message to you is the attitude to learning is what makes the biggest difference to somebody's attainment. That's why we have very high expectations and standards of behavior and equipment, and we check it every day so we can remove any barriers to learning before you step into a classroom, and therefore good learning can take place. To summarize everything that I've explained to you, let me remind you about the regularity in which we report to your parents. We send 3 reports home per year. The first one is on attitude to learning in October because we know that's going to make the biggest difference to your first round of high stakes in January. And once you've completed those high stakes, we report on your progress then. Then you complete your end of year assessments in June and we report to your parents again. Your report is now going to have 2 sections. Caritas and Veritas report, which talks about your personal development, and your academic report to explain how well you're doing in lessons. There is a new terminology to report on your attainment. We are using metals, platinum, gold, silver and bronze. By doing this, we are giving you and your families more detail about your current level of attainment and what that current level of attainment indicates in terms of where you may end up at the end of year 11. But remember, what will make the biggest difference on what you achieve currently and in 5 years' time or 4 years' time will be your attitude to learning. Just a reminder again of what your report that you are receiving this week looks like. If you have any questions, you know you can ask me at any point. I have put together a quiz to check how well you understand the new changes to the report, and there will be a prize for the top 3 forms in year 7 and year 8. You're going to complete that quiz with your form tutor now. And I would also like to wish you a very happy summer. I hope you now understand what the changes to the report look like, and you can explain that to your parents as well. Thank you very much for listening so well, and good luck with the quiz.